Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. We are pleased to be joined by Landon Pembelton of Venturni Motorsports. That was just announced today. Venturini's been doing a lot of announcing of drivers today. 4 straight days. Monday, they announced Corey Heim and Jesse Love in the 20. Tuesday, they announced Jonathan Schaefer is going to be driving some 5 starts for the team. Connor Jones was announced Wednesday, and today it was announced that Landon is going to be driving in 3 races plus 1 ARCA West race. That is the finale at Phoenix. How's it going?
It's going well. How about you?
Doing well. Okay, so before we talk about the Venturini ride, we don't know. Just kind of tell us about yourself. And also, where would people know who you are?
So I started off racing late model stock cars this year in 2021. We had a very good year. Ran really competitive, top 3, top 5. Managed to pick up 2 wins, including Martinsville. And Martinsville is where my name really got out there to people. And, we had a really strong performance at Martinsville. Ran inside the top 7 majority of the race and came out with the win, played a good strategy, and got out front.
Yeah. So tell me about that day. That, of course, big super late model race out at Martinsville back in October. That really was the moment that really people started talking about who you are.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't know what to expect going into. I was just hoping to make the show, and it's always a big show going to Martinsville. They do a great job promoting it and having their show go on. And I was just very happy to be there and to make laps there. It's a very legendary place, and to be able to come out with a clock is outstanding to me.
Yeah, that's probably where people would know who you are. Now you're getting a chance to go to run with one of the top teams, or as many people say, the top team in ARCA for the set that they basically set the standard for so many years. I don't know how if you've been watching ARCA, how long you've been watching it, but you got to know that this you have signed up for one of the most legendary teams in ARCA.
Yeah, for sure. Venturni Motorsports, they have a great background. They've had a lot of great years, and I'm looking forward to the opportunity and very thankful that Toyota and Venturini gave me this opportunity to run 3 races and hopefully prove my talent and show them how good I can actually do.
So so the races, let's talk about them for a second. Where are you racing?
So I'm going to be racing at Elko and Milwaukee Mile and Toledo. Most of them short tracks. Milwaukee Mile is a mile. I'm looking forward to the mile. It's a bigger track than what I'm used to, and especially a half mile. Toledo is going to be a bigger track, but Elko is more in my house. I like the shorter tracks. I'm just going to have to adapt to these cars, and hopefully, I can adapt quickly and run competitive.
Let's talk about. I know, of course, we'll get to Toledo, the race that. You're also you're going to be running the ARCA West finale at Phoenix during championship weekend. I just wanted to make sure to get that out there.
Yeah.
Elko, let's talk about that for a second. Of course, everybody knows and I don't know if you saw last year's race, but it was entertaining. Anytime ARCA goes to Elko, it's going to be one of the most entertaining races out there. But have you ever raced there? And if you haven't, what's going to be the biggest challenge of racing there?
So the very first challenge is going to be going there. I have never been to that racetrack. I've watched videos of, I actually watched the ARCA race there, and it was a very entertaining race. I'm looking forward to it. It looks like a very racy racetrack. They use the high line and the low line. It's going to be a lot to adapt to, and watching those guys, it's going to help me. I'm going to have the support of Venturni Motorsports, and they're all going to help me out there too. Yeah.
Of course, Milwaukee Mile, a track that, they kind of really came back to last year, a track that's really kind of seen a resurgence. Everyone remembers Milwaukee Mile from back in the day. I know they've had had a little bit of a troubled past, but now they've kind of resurfaced themselves. Truck Enterprises has brought it back. And what's it going to be like to race at the Milwaukee Mile? I know you've gotten a chance to watch that race as well.
Yeah, so I have watched the Milwaukee Mile. That's definitely a bigger racetrack than what I'm used to. I'm used to the smaller tracks, 3/8, 4/10. those type of racetracks. But it's definitely going to be a learning experience. I'm just going to have to adapt to it as quick as I possibly can to be able to, you know, go out there and be competitive.
Okay, so now we go to Toledo, talk about that. Of course, it is the home of ARCA. It is one of my favorite tracks, and and it's also the championship race. So I'm excited to go there because I live in Michigan, and this is, I'm not that far away from Toledo Speedway. I absolutely love going there just because I just like to brag about that contract.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an abrasive track. It's going to get there. Tire wear is going to be a big factor when we go there.
Yeah, for sure. I've watched the video of that racetrack too from the past. That place looks very, very awesome, very fast. It looks like it's very racy too, and it's going to be a fast racetrack. And I feel like it can be in my wheelhouse too to be able to go there and be competitive. The shorter tracks are going to stand out most to me. I'm just going to have to adapt to the bigger tracks.
Yeah, Toledo is a short track, but it's not as short as Elko is going to be, but
yeah,
it is up there. But then we go to Phoenix, probably the biggest track that you're going to run on stock car at the end of the year. And you got to be excited to go on a track that, the Cup Series, Xfinity Series, Truck Series, and ARCA Series all run it.
Yeah, for sure. Phoenix is definitely one I'm looking forward to. I really don't know what to expect going here. I've definitely watched the races at Phoenix, and it's a very big track compared to what I'm used to, and it's going to be it's going to have a lot of effort going into it on my end, and to be able to adapt quickly there. And it's very racy racetrack. It's definitely big, but it's racy, and you can race with other people.
Okay, I know you got other racing plans as well in addition to ARCA. Talk about what you're going to be doing for the 2022 season.
So the 2022 season, I'm planning on running Dominion Speedway and South Boston Speedway. They're full schedules, both of them. Of course, the ones that don't conflict with ARCA. But that's what and the Triple Crown. That's going to be the three that I want to do too: Martinsville, Langley, and South Boston for their big races. But Dominion Speedway and South Boston Speedway is going to be the main focus.
Yeah, for sure. And also talk about just how big of an opportunity this is to race at Venturni Motorsports and how this deal get put together.
So it just came about one day. I was at school and my dad texted me and said, "Hey, Venturini gave me a message and said, if you're interested in ARCA, let us know. We'd like to have you here." And I'm just happy to have the opportunity. This is an amazing opportunity to hopefully get my name out there a little bit more. I know Martinsville got it out there definitely, but I feel like the ARCA is going to help it out too. And I feel like we can be very, very competitive.
And just so people know, Landon, how old are you?
I'm 16 years old. I turned 17 February 2nd.
Nice. All right. And yeah, you got a birthday coming up. So
yep.
Going to be a really big year for you. And first off, congratulations on all the successes you've had, and really excited opportunity for you as you get to race at all these different tracks for one of the top ARCA teams out there. So we'll definitely be talking to you later on in the year, and we'll definitely be talking to you maybe before Elko. You never know.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm definitely looking forward to experiencing these different racetracks. It's definitely going to make me better as a driver.
All right.